Have you noticed something strange? The harder you try to start a conversation, the faster it seems to die. You say, "Hey, how are you?" And within seconds, the exchange feels empty or already finished. Meanwhile, someone else walks into the same room, says only a few words, and suddenly people lean in and pay attention. It is not that they are funnier. It is not that they are better looking. It is something deeper. When they speak, their words carry weight. Today, Dr. Sophia is going to share 6 phrases that attract almost anyone. Stay with me, because the fourth one is the most misunderstood. Once you truly understand it, you will feel an immediate shift in how people respond to you and how conversations naturally flow. This is the Stoic secret. Presence beats performance. The Stoics understood this long ago. Attraction is not about talking more or filling every second with noise. It is about saying less, but meaning every word you choose. These are not social tricks or manipulative tactics. They are reflections of character, curiosity, honesty, empathy, comfort with silence, appreciation, and healthy boundaries. When these qualities are present, people feel it instantly. Now let us begin. The first phrase is, "Tell me more about that." 4 simple words, yet they open doors most people never even notice. Most people hear someone share something and instantly turn it into a competition. "Oh yeah, I did that too," or "something similar happened to me." The spotlight snaps right back to their own ego. Instead, when you say, "Tell me more about that," and then you stop talking, you create something rare. You create real attention. People do not remember you because you were interesting. They remember you because they felt interesting around you. This phrase shows genuine curiosity and respect, and it signals that you value the other person's experience. The second phrase is only 3 words, but it instantly separates real confidence from insecurity. Those words are, "I do not know." Almost no one has the courage to say this. When someone asks about something you do not understand, your instinct is to pretend to sound smart. You give a vague answer that could mean anything. But pretense always leaks, people sense it, trust drops. Now imagine someone who calmly says, "I do not know." No apology, no excuses. Just clarity and honesty. Socrates was known for this kind of wisdom, recognizing the limits of his own knowledge. True understanding begins where arrogance ends. Strangely enough, when you stop pretending, people start listening more closely to what you actually say. The third phrase sounds simple, but it can feel difficult to use. That phrase is, "That sounds hard." When someone shares pain, stress at work, a breakup, or a failure, most people rush to fix it. They say things like, "You should do this," or "When it happened to me, I did that." They mean well, but it often feels like judgment or dismissal. Instead, when you say, "That sounds hard," you are not solving, minimizing, or correcting. You are acknowledging. Stoic strength is not cold or detached. It is controlled and grounded. It is being gentle without becoming weak. When you validate someone's experience, you give them a safe space to breathe, reflect, and feel understood. Before moving on, Dr. Sophia invites you to pause for a moment. If you find these insights helpful, consider subscribing to the channel. It is a small click, but it is a meaningful way to support this work and continue walking together toward a better life. One day at a time. The fourth element is where most people fail because they fear the quiet. The fourth word is silence. Most people panic the moment a conversation goes quiet. They rush to fill the space with nervous words, random stories, or forced laughter. They believe silence means failure. In reality, silence is strength. Watch someone who is comfortable with silence. They speak less. They pause. They do not rush to impress. And when they finally speak, people listen, because their silence signals that what comes next matters. The Stoics understood that when you stop running from silence, you stop running from yourself. Silence allows presence to grow and meaning to deepen. The fifth phrase is, I appreciate you. These three words go deeper than thank you. Thank you can feel transactional, like you helped me or you completed a task. I appreciate you speaks to the person, not just the action. It says, I see your character. Use it when someone shows consistency, loyalty, patience, or kindness. Do not overuse it. Say it sincerely and intentionally. In a world obsessed with productivity and results, being someone who recognizes humanity is rare and deeply attractive. The sixth phrase is the hardest word to say and also the most freeing. That word is no. People ask for your time, your energy, and your attention. Many people say yes out of guilt, habit, or fear of disappointing others. Every time you say yes to what does not matter, you quietly say no to what does. Your peace, your focus, your growth. Watch someone who has learned to say no. They pause. They consider. And if the answer is no, they say it calmly. No apology. No long explanation. When your no is real, your yes becomes powerful. Boundaries do not push the right people away. They filter out what does not align with your values. There is one mindset. That makes all six of these work. These phrases work because they are not about performance. They are about presence. Be curious enough to listen. Be humble enough to admit you do not know. Be gentle enough to validate others. Be calm enough to sit in silence. Be aware enough to recognize people for who they are. Be strong enough to protect your time and energy. Traction is not about adding more words, more effort, or more noise. It is about subtracting what is unnecessary. The noise, the need to impress, the fear of rejection. The moment you stop performing, people stop watching an act and start noticing who you truly are. If this changed how you see communication, like the video and subscribe for more guidance with Dr. Sophia. Keep building calm, presence, and self-mastery. One day at a time. Comment below which of these six you will practice in the next 24 hours. Tell me more about that. I do not know. That sounds hard. Silence. I appreciate you. Or no. Choose one, practice it, and watch how the world responds. When your words finally carry weight, everything changes.